But Italy's second team, Minardi, have their own more modest agenda, beating Jordan and finishing 9th in the Constructors' Championship. Minardi have got a new car. They've already damaged that one in qualifying too. 20 years of competing against the F1 odds. Their finest hour, Melbourne 2002. 5th for the Aussies, boss Paul Stoddart and Mark Webber. Now, their Italian base is close by at Faenza. In England, their home's in Herefordshire.
You would think that running a Formula One team on a limited budget will be a full-time occupation. But Paul Stoddart is a man who likes a challenge. The Minardi Formula One team is just part of the Maverick Australian's business empire, which he runs from 3 different locations, including this facility here in Ledbury.
1.5 million. Hi Ron, how are you? Max, hi. What excites me with Formula One is it's a deal-making environment, and what excites me with aviation, it's a deal-making environment. So I suppose the entrepreneur in me is still sort of itching to get out there and do a deal. Well, here you are at Ledbury. You obviously got head office functions here. You've got primarily the spare parts in the 5-storey warehouse behind us and 2 other large warehouses on this side. It's one of the largest jet or airline spare parts entities in Europe. So very proud of that. It's been around since '89. Does very nicely. Here we have 747 main wheels. One bad landing takes 18 of these wheels out in one go. And believe me, at $10,000 a time, it's not a lot of fun when it happens. Here we have Rolls-Royce engines. These things can vary from a couple $100,000 for a second-hand one through to $1 million for a fully overhauled one. There's over 1,000 of these blades in one engine. Then it's not hard to see why engines are worth several $1 million. You find everything in here, from 747 brake units, of which there's 16 of them on a 747, through to even the toilet seats. So we really do have every aspect of the aircraft here. And here we are sitting amongst 2,000 Concorde seats that are destined to become office chairs in directors' offices all over the world. But the 1A seat, which was the one that the Pope, the Queen and all the dignitaries sat in, goes obviously for a premium now.
And how much would 1A set you that?
10 grand sterling.
And one of these?
5 grand.
5 grand?
Yep.
For a second-hand seat?
I'm a workaholic. I work 7 days a week. I love aircraft. I love motor racing. I mean, I know the last day I had it was Christmas Day. Get back. Lou, you're no stranger to one of these. I can't tell you which particular chassis this is. Obviously, it's one of 8 cars.
Yeah.
Whether this is the one that you took flying lessons in back in 01, I don't know. But as you can see, some of them are in sponsors' colours for other teams.
So what have we got in here?
This is basically the whole Arrows section, where you've got really the remnants of the Arrows Grand Prix team. You've got the 5 cars and all of the bits and pieces that it takes to build them. Sadly, all this is probably going to go to auction later on this year. Yeah, because we've had as much as we can get out of it now.
Is there anything that you wouldn't buy yourself?
It's probably not much we wouldn't buy. I mean, I've had goes at everything from a ship with 6,000 cars laying on its side in Portugal, through to 40-odd containers of musical instruments and household stuff over the years. So I suppose I'm game at anything.
You don't have the healthiest lifestyle, do you?
I don't. Caffeine, nicotine, no sleep, different bedrooms, most nights.
Any exercise?
A little bit.
Go for a jog around the block occasionally?
Not likely, no. The need for speed. No ashtray, that's a bit of a pain. Yeah, there we go. Right, we're going up a gear now.
Come fly with me, let's fly.
They told me it bolts along at 10 mile an hour, but I don't think so, Samir.
If you can use some...
My pride and joy, which is Webber's car that he scored the 2 points with in Melbourne. I suppose they'll go down in history as the most famous 2 points in Formula One's history.
Let's fly away. Come fly.
Over to Alonso's car. First ever car, went to Melbourne. Love the grit determination of actually saying there's no such thing as impossible. It's the degree of difficulty needed to achieve the desired result. End of story.
Up, let's fly away.
When you want to hide, you just do something like this and you're gone.